One Piece fan letter. Based on what we've seen in some of the comments from last week's episode, it seems like this will be a fun little jaunt down memory lane from a different perspective, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm Mike, and...
Invisible Tasha!
Invisible Tasha makes her return. She's not quite ready yet to be on camera again. Hopefully she'll be good to go before PRBO1 comes out. But
yeah, I'm trying to heal. I'm trying.
Yep, she's working on it. It's progress is steady but slow.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to take a couple months before she's really back to normal. But hopefully in the next couple weeks she'll be starting to feel pretty good. In the meantime, I've had a week. I cracked my tooth, so I had to get that fixed the other day. And then I'm working on a big project at work that has just drained the life out of me and aged me 10 years. So I'm looking forward to something hopefully just wholesome and fun to watch. So should be a good time. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. One Piece fan letter, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Back at Marineford, huh?
Interesting art style.
Wow. Oh, that was a cool looking boa.
Well, they rapid fire all this stuff at us.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I've been in a crowd crush like that before.
Yeah.
No fun. Beautiful Nami catches an eye.
Yeah. She has that effect on people.
Oh.
It's funny, we talked about that in our little TED Talk last episode.
Yeah.
The way she's dressed and writing letters reminds me of a certain Eminem song.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
Rub it in. Jeez.
Oh, that's a terrifying vision of Mihawk.
Oh. Not yet.
Oh.
Oh, so this is all during the time skip. Okay.
Yeah. Is it the faceless one?
Oh! Oh my gosh! They took a picture of that. Aha! Hehe. Yeah, you're not the only one who figured it out. Oh, or this might be for Brooke's concert.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! Yep, they're back. They're back. Yep. That was a chopper.
Yeah. Yep, skull joke, skull joke.
Oh!
Oh, Perona.
Perona! She's clearing out the store for herself. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wow. That was so fast you couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
You die.
You die.
I won't drop it! And a chopper lover?
Right? Ah, he is. He is.
Oh my god, the eyes. Hoi. The bit lip god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oi.
Homelander, is that you?
Right? Oh.
Oh, pay attention. Who are you talking to? You are in the presence of a god. Although,
Figure she doesn't even know.
a not yet anointed god, but
Oh, hello, Sanji. Oh.
oh,
Ouch.
I would have been right at that table. I love Sanji, but not nearly as much as Zoro. Oh no, got the wrong one.
Oh. Right? Why would you? He's a jerk. Jeez. Oh, what is this? Oh!
Oh crap.
It's a foot?
It's oars.
Oh.
Oi.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at you, golden child.
Oh crap. Kizaru. Oh no, maybe the pacifistas.
Oh, jeez.
Luffy changing lives without even realizing it.
Yup.
So many ifs. Jeez, just right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
God damn. I forget who the other director is, but Megumi is just all over this, and you just feel it.
Oh.
That's some good timing.
Hmm. Oh boy. Right? Come on now.
Damedayo. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh, stay out of that.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Jetto pistola. Dang.
Yeah.
Damn, that looked amazing from that angle.
He's looking great.
Ooh, getting goosebumps.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Hehe.
Don't cross this line. 15?
15?
I don't think so.
You
doesn't-
look 10.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. Oh.
Oh boy.
Scyther!
My Frankie, my Zoro. Ne- Aww.
Mina!
Ah! Oh no!
Dodge! I wish I was a flea!
Oh, get there, get there!
She's gonna get there just as...
Oh no!
Oh no, what?
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, Bo's about to show up. You're good.
Oh.
Nice.
Ha ha!
出航だ! Catch a glimpse. Catch a glimpse.
There she is!
You saved your hero. He's just enamored with Chopper still.
Haha. Aww.
That was awesome. All the feels. All the feels. Of romance down. Jump start. Tachi no ruru. Taiwan piece.
I love this so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot of Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
Each sunshine go. We girl.
Aww. This was so cute. I really enjoyed it.
This was exactly what I wanted it to be. Just
Yeah.
a sequence of events of a lot of people just being touched by the Straw Hats in some way.
I have to admit, though, it jumped around so fast that I'm going to have to watch it 2, 3, 4 times to actually catch everything. I was
Yeah.
definitely like, while trying to read the subtitles and then look up on what was happening on the screen, I know I missed a lot of things.
It was rather frantic. It
Yeah.
feels like it was like it probably realistically should have been at least 2 episodes.
Yeah,
And they had to
but they
condense it
crammed
into
it
one.
together.
So they were just like
Yeah, that was
Just real
the
fast.
most rapid fire. Like, I don't know, the TikTok generation would probably really soak that up. But me, I was like, I need just a little more time with things to really catch it.
In one way, though, it worked brilliantly because it kind of mirrored the psyche of the main girl. Because she was just so frantic the whole episode.
Yeah, that's true.
That, like, the frenetic way that everything was just switching around and you're just going from one person to the next and you're hearing about these 2 Marines for some reason and then you're hearing about this like record store owner or bookstore owner, whatever she was.
Bookstore.
Yeah, bookstore who loved Brooke, and then you've got this over there and this over there and this over there. You got the bar, you got
mass hysteria.
like that frantic nature kind of felt like
Yeah.
what her mindset was. So that
No, I liked it. I need to rewatch it multiple times
Yeah.
to actually catch everything that was flashed in front of my eyes for seconds at a time.
yeah, because there was certainly a lot that
Yeah.
went into it. So
It was everything all at once, go!
Go! Yeah.
But you're right, it gave it that fast-paced, frenetic, urgent feeling through the whole episode, and I did like that.
Yeah.
It was, I was a little weird on the art style, but it is, not to say it's not beautiful, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, it's so different that it was like, I don't know, when you add in the fact that they're constantly switching and swapping between things, it made it kind of harder for me to see some things. But
Well,
it was beautiful.
I think if we had watched a new anime with new characters,
Yeah, I probably
would have felt
been
a lot
more
better.
receptive to it that
but we're
way.
so used to One Piece looking a certain way that
Yeah.
it's a little jarring, but it doesn't make it not a great art style. You know?
Yeah.
I absolutely loved seeing Luffy take out the pacifista from a different angle. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really great. I just loved seeing normal people's varying perspectives on all the Straw Hats. Yeah, that's part of what I love about the catch-up episodes, as I've said before, is that you get to see what the world thinks about what's going on. But this is kind of like even more so. It went deeper into how it's affecting the people who are on the outside looking in at all of this.
Yeah.
And how they inspire people, like Luffy just running by and talking about saving Ace inspired this guy to be less of a coward and save his brother that he doesn't like. His brother was kind of a jerk, though, so I don't blame him. But yeah, just in the way that she looked up to Nami, because Nami was a normal girl who manages to go on all these great adventures, you know? And
I love that happened, because if you watched our previous episode and listened to the after discussion,
yeah,
we talked about the fact that you may love Luffy and Zoro, but we can relate to Usopp, Nami, Kobe, you know, people like that, because they don't have the powers. So it's amazing that the very next episode is like, I love Nami because she doesn't have powers. I can relate to her.
Yeah.
I can be a Nami.
I find it hilarious, though, that she didn't realize she was being helped by Usopp.
She just didn't care about the rest of them at all.
Yep.
But she, you know, I don't know. I guess because Nami's a girl with orange hair, she latched onto her. But
yeah,
Usopp's in the same boat, so.
Well, I think it's also that when Usopp came back from the time skip, he looked a lot different than he had in the past. Yeah. So if she had seen pictures of Usopp, she would have seen this scrawny little kid in overalls, you know? Yeah. Whereas now, this buff guy in puffy yellow overalls is in front of her. So obviously, you could make the connection. She probably didn't pay a lot of attention to Usopp, though. But he did look very different when he came back from his time skip. More so than many of the others.
Yeah. That's true. I got early on in the episode, when she was being frantic with the letter and stuff, I got Stan vibes from Eminem. Like, I could almost hear it in my head, like, my tears go cold and wondering why.
Luckily, she's not a crazy Stan.
Because she was dressed as Nami. She had the hair color of Nami. Yep. She's writing the letter to Nami. Like, the whole thing just fit. Like, just overlay Eminem and call it a day, you know?
Yeah. Pretty much.
She wasn't violent or anything, so there's that. You know, she wasn't a psychopath like Stan was, but like, I got those same vibes. So that was kind of funny.
I could see it. Yep.
But the style was amazing. I don't know how much of it is Megumi and how much of it is the other director. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, but the way that, and I think it is Megumi's influence a lot, because it happened in like 10-15 a lot as well. Where the scenes just kind of flow into themselves super smoothly. Yeah. Like, even as it's frantically jumping all over the place, everything is just
morphing
like
and melting into the next scene.
Yeah, instead of just here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene. It's more like here's a scene, now here's a scene, now here's a scene, and now here's a scene. Like, it all just, I don't know, it felt more like a roller coaster than just like a, I don't know, like a picture show kind of thing.
It was definitely all very connected, and it was very interesting to watch it go from the present to a flashback of the Paramount War back to the present. Yeah. And just the way that they would use certain special effects like Kizaru's light beam effect to, and now you're in the next scene, like as a transition.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really, really well done.
The world would probably implode with hype if it was ever announced that she would be the director of like a new movie coming up for One Piece. That
I mean,
like once
that's next, right?
Like once he becomes the Pirate King, something along those lines, right? Where like something Pirate King related. Like she needs to do a full length feature film.
Yeah, and I mean it's been a little while since Film Red. They could be
and I think
up for something.
If I remember reading correctly, I think she did like the musical sequences for Film Red.
Oh yeah?
Like
I thought that was all Ado.
Huh?
Wasn't that all Ado?
I don't know for sure. I thought I read somewhere.
Ado did the soundtrack.
Well, I'm not talking about the soundtrack. I'm talking about the direction during Film Red while those songs are playing.
Oh.
Like the musical sequences where she's dancing and it's going around the crowd and it's flying all over the place. I think if I'm reading correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she was in charge of those sequences.
Oh, okay. So like the animation of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's got her written all over it, you know.
Yeah, those scenes did flow really well. So if this is like her style that we're seeing here, then I could see the connection to Film Red if that was her.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I mean, it's not like nobody can do this but Megumi, but you know, she does it very well.
She's just got this inherent ability to pick a focal point in the scene and have you look at it while the rest of the scene transitions.
Yeah.
Like, I think back to episode 1015 when Yamato says, 20 years into the future, and then it's on the book or whatever, and then it fades to Law looking at the poneglyph, turning around, and using his room, and as soon as that room happens, you see a gear fall, and now it's Kid running up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you see Kid running up the stairs, and then it fades to Zoro flying in that direction, and then looking back, and then you look at Zoro looking back, and it's Luffy walking up the steps, right? And it's like, she just knows how to take your eye and just guide it everywhere on the frame that she needs you to be.
Yeah.
And it just creates this just buttery smooth style that is just amazing to watch. So I am a big fan of Megumi.
Yeah, I am too. I do notice they play with the art style a bit every time she directs, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering all the time.
Well, I mean, even the little sequence in 1015, again, where it's showing the parallels between Roger and Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like more blue on Luffy's side, and then it's more red on Roger's side. And then Luffy enters the frame, right? Because it's like Sabo and Ace on one end and Roger and Rayleigh on the other, I think. And then Luffy comes in and goes, hee hee hee. And he's got like blue, right? And it shows like little wavelengths coming off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as he stands in front of Roger and they both say, I'm gonna be, or, I'm gonna, or whatever it was, you see the little strand kind of get taut all of a sudden and snap. And then birds fly off in the background. Like the whole thing is just, she's just so masterful at what she does.
Yeah.
So
I definitely enjoy her episodes.
Yeah. We need more.
Even if the varying art styles do throw me off, it's not necessarily that I hate them. It's just that I am one of those people that don't do change very well. So
yeah.
You kind of got to drag me kicking and screaming through change.
Yep. You like consistency.
So, usually, though, once I give it a chance and I see it again, I'm like, actually, that was really nice. It's just that immediate knee-jerk reaction of, this is different.
Yep. Well, that was fun. So
yeah, it was. That was a good little
We may
episode.
end up watching that one a couple extra times just to make sure we catch everything.
Yeah, I have to. I know I missed a lot.
Yeah. But now we come to the sad reality that we're done with One Piece for like 6 months.
No.
So we do have the Fishman arc, whatever, but we've already seen it, so they can condense it, they can re-edit it, they can do that. but it's not like watching it for the first time, so whatever.
Yeah.
But
I just don't know that I want to watch Fishman Island by itself again. Like, if I was
Yeah.
rewatching from start and I had to go through Fishman Island again, I would much rather watch this new edited version. But it just feels a little weird just floating on its own like that, you know?
yeah,
Ugh,
I do want to see some, at least the most pivotal moments of it.
yeah, I mean,
like,
I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it. But...
yeah. It's certainly not an arc that makes me go, oh, I'm so glad they're remaking it, because
Right.
I found Fishman Island to be a very heavy-handed and a very important arc,
Yes.
but not a fun watch.
No.
There was a lot of fluff. There was a lot of just boring, slow-paced moments.
And I hated
And,
the
yeah.
cheap tactic of they just take more drugs and now they're more powerful.
Yeah, Hody was the most annoying villain, because he should have been just out cold the first time Luffy
Yeah.
kicked him, and he just kept coming back with more and more drugs. It's like,
And
really?
it's like, wait, is there never an overdose on these
Yeah, how are you not
drugs?
ODing on this thing? So
It's just a never-ending power-up until it wears off and you're ancient.
yeah. I liked the overall fights in that arc,
Yeah, they were pretty good.
because it was the first time we saw the Straw Hats really fight after the time skip,
Yeah.
and it was essentially just 10 episodes of them playing with their food. Like, there was never any real strife or, like, hardship, except for Luffy once he was in the water, but that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, it was just them just toying around, playing with their new stuff. So
Yeah.
that was kind of fun, and
It was fun to watch Sanji nearly die simping for mermaids.
I liked that less.
I thought it was hilarious.
It went on a little too long.
Yeah.
I think Fishman Island is responsible for one of the best, like, 3 seconds of the entire anime, when Luffy gets mad that Hody is holding Surume's brother over his head as a reason to fight with him.
Ah.
And Luffy says, hey, let me help your brother too. And then he goes from a smile to a serious face, starts zeroing in on Hody, and he's walking and walking and walking, and Hody's henchmen go, you think we're going to let you get close? And starts getting an attack ready, and then as soon as they swing down on Luffy, Luffy doesn't even flinch, and Zoro and Sanji just go
Yeah.
and just block the attacks. It's so amazing.
Yeah, that was a
It's
really good
one of
moment.
my favorite shots of the entire freaking anime. Just that
I also-
moment of pure trust, and the two vice captains just basically coming in and yeah.
I also really love the moment, though, where he uses his Conqueror's Hockey on purpose and just wipes out everyone in
Yeah.
that big, like, arena space.
Yep.
Everyone except the, like, upper echelon.
Yeah, like half the army was gone.
Yeah, it was such a cool moment because unlike in Amazon Lily, where he was doing Conqueror's Hockey on accident and not realizing what he was doing, this was the first time he used it on purpose and knocked so many people down.
Yeah. I really hated the writing around that moment, though,
Oh.
because they were all so focused on this army is 100,000 strong. They kept
Yeah.
saying 100,000, 100,000. And then he does that, and like half of them fall over, and like one of the fishermen's like, oh my god, he knocked out half of us. And another guy's like, he knocked out half of us. We had 100,000. That means like 50,000 of us are gone. Like they kept doing math for some reason. Like
well,
it's
they were
just
probably trying to impress upon the viewer the grandiose nature of it.
yeah, I get it, but like, come on, just say, oh my gosh, half of our huge army is knocked out. Like
Yeah. Well,
they
that was
kept
just-
focusing on numbers so much. It felt like the Dragon Ball meme of it's over 9,000.
Well, I think I have a feeling that was just one of their padding techniques, is
Probably.
saying something that one sentence would have sufficed for in 5 to 10 sentences instead. Just drag it out, drag it out.
Yeah, but even
this
still,
new version is supposed to be heavily edited to speed it back up.
yeah. I mean, if they're cutting it, I think Fishman's like a 56 episode arc, so
Yeah.
they're essentially cutting it in half. Even
How
more
many
so.
weeks are there until April?
I don't know.
You do maths better than me.
So let's see. We're coming to November, December, January, February, March, April. So we got 6 months. So that's roughly 24 weeks.
Yeah. So they've
25 weeks when we count the final week of October.
They've probably chopped it roughly in half.
Yeah.
So that means if we, since we'll probably want to watch it so that we don't have a lack of One Piece in our lives.
I know.
That means that we're going to get through the whole arc in half the time. So it's just going to be all thriller, no filler.
Yeah, it's only 21 episodes, so
yeah.
It's going to cut out all the stuff that I think made Fishman Island bad.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. Like, Fishman
Island was a good arc, but it's just so bloated.
Yeah. Like, the whole thing with the mom, right? Like, trying to bridge the gap between Fishmen and humans.
Yeah. Oh, they harped on that so much.
The racism of the world.
It's like, yeah, we got it. We got it.
All that stuff, right? And the fact that the racism went both ways, right? Like, it may have started one way, but it became both ways.
Well, and that's what happens with it.
Yeah. And then you've got the people like Hody, right? Who just, their answer is just hatred and killing, even if it means killing their own people, right? They want to off the people who disagree with them.
Yeah.
And that's a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
But then you've got the people like their mom who was just like, no, I'm gonna try to forgive.
The cycle of hatred.
Yeah, end the cycle. I'm gonna go with you. And then by the time she comes back, like, she's completely changed the heart of, I think it was Mjolnir, right?
I think so.
The celestial dragon. He didn't seem like he was necessarily a great guy when he showed up, but by the time she came back, he had been a completely changed man.
Yeah.
So, like, there's so many, like, heavy topics in Fishman.
Oh, yeah.
But
really heavy.
But it just didn't feel like a very entertaining arc overall. Like, there are definitely moments in it that are awesome, but I don't know. It just...
Well, I think when you bloat up those important topics like that, it starts to feel more like you're just harping on the same thing over and over and over again. Whereas if you keep it tight and just get the message across without the bloat, you feel the impact more.
Yeah.
Whereas what they did with stretching it out, it started to just feel like your weekly sermon, basically, know?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to hear all the negative crap again and again and again. They want to see something entertaining, and it stops being entertaining when all it does is harp on the same topic over and over and over again. It's like, no, we understand. We don't need this again.
True. I think Fishman also suffers from the fact that it's the first arc after the time skip, and so there's huge expectations for it.
Yeah.
You're really excited to see how the Straw Hats have grown and stuff.
Yeah.
And
you have to wait forever to see it.
Yeah. And there's like that anticipation of seeing how strong they are. So every episode that isn't showing that, you're kind of like, yeah. Come on, get through it. I want to see.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of unfair, right? Because if you took the time to actually watch the arc, it's a good arc.
And I will say, since we have watched it both week to week and in binge mode, it was much better in binge mode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you're not, like you said, when you're week to week, you're saying, okay, yeah, let's get through this. I want to see that. So every week you're getting that unsatisfied feeling of, I didn't get to see what I wanted to see, or they're taking forever to get to the part I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you binge it, you're just like, yeah, whatever. Next. There it is, you know?
Yeah, because there was two main things, right? You wanted to hear the Straw Hats talk to each other again and talk about their travels and their experiences in the last 2 years. And then you wanted to see how strong they got. And both of those kind of had to wait. And one of them you really don't get. It's like very sporadic throughout the rest of the anime. But
yeah.
So I look forward to seeing it in a condensed format where maybe it's a little tighter and it can hold that meaning a little bit heavier, a little bit better.
And the art looks amazing. There's so much depth to it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Like, I never realized how flat the original arc looked until they started showing comparison shots of before and after. I saw them on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah. And
it's like, holy cow, I didn't realize just how flat everything was. And that now you see it and you're like, ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I hope they're their next thing isn't to redo Punk Hazard though, because I don't care what anybody says, Punk Hazard is a really annoying arc to me. Like the whole angle with the kids.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand the kids just constantly yelling and screaming and crying like half the arc. And the swapping of all the Straw Hats was fun for a while, and then that got kind of played out a little bit. I thought Smoker and Tashigi getting switched was hilarious though.
Yes.
And of course, Law getting his moment at the end, just breaking the gear. That's, that was pretty epic. But like Caesar, I never really cared about as a villain.
He's kind of annoying.
And just, I don't know. There's some really good moments in Punk Hazard, but it's like the whole thing with the, what is it? The big blob guy, Smiley.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Like, I don't know. Almost everything about Punk Hazard was annoying to me instead of entertaining. So, we'll always have those special moments like, watch out, Luffy. Pirates betray other pirates. Are you going to betray me? No.
Okay.
And Chopper being placed on Law's head and the absolute horror that he undergoes for that having happened.
Super cute.
There are those
also,
special moments, but
the getting of the jackets.
Oh, yes.
They're frozen. They're like, those look to be about our size.
Yep, the demonic look on their faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. So, I mean, as always, even if it's a bad arc, it's got some awesome moments in it. But if they skipped it altogether, wouldn't be mad.
The one that I think they should redo next, honestly, is Dressrosa.
Yes.
It has pacing problems galore,
Yeah.
but it has a really good story to tell. If you got rid of all the fluff, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Axe like 80% of the Tontadas.
All that crap with Pika, make it happen faster.
Yeah, the Pika stuff, running up the hill, all the little side fighting happening, all that stuff, like a lot of that can be cleaned up.
Speed up the tournament stuff.
Like I'd be interested to know how many actual minutes of runtime of Dressrosa are just watching the strings constricting inwards and everybody going,
yeah.
Like how many actual runtime minutes was that? I bet you there was 2 to 3 episodes worth of that throughout the whole arc.
Probably.
And considering that the birdcage sequence is like at the end of the arc, it's like they did that way too much. Like we get it. No one can stop it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they could clean up in Dressrosa to make it much tighter, and that would just make the story so much better.
Yeah, because that was another one. When we binged it, it was better, but it was still ridiculously long. I hated
Dressrosa week to week. Absolutely hated it. And I was actually not looking forward to rewatching it at all, but we had introduced his sister to the show, and we were watching it with her. And then as we started to binge it, I was like, oh, hey, this is actually pretty good. But I remember week to week, I hated Dressrosa.
Well, because Zoro was right. Nothing happened.
There's another one I'd love to see redone. Thriller Bark. Oh, I actually love that arc. But
Thriller Bark redone in like a animated Tim Burton style?
Hey. Or I just want to see it look really creepy horror style.
Yeah, much darker.
Like,
like Monster or forget what that one anime was that was creepy, but yeah,
even
just
Solo Leveling, like they get some of the creep factor down really well in that one. And it's an otherwise normal looking anime.
True.
But
yeah, stuff like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to see the horror amped up to 11 in Thriller Bark. Retell that one.
Yeah. Instead, what we're going to probably do is watch all the movies.
Yes. We've only seen Film Red, and I think
Stampede.
I think we've seen Stampede too, but it was so long ago that I don't actually remember it anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And when I say that, I'm being truthful. I really don't.
All I remember about Stampede is it was some kind of like obstacle course or something that was like very tall.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember much of anything else about it.
I barely even remember the fact that we saw another movie.
Yeah. And I think we've seen either Film Gold or is there one that's called like Film X?
I don't think so.
I want to say we've seen one more like way long time ago.
Way long. I think it was Gold, maybe, because that
Maybe.
sounds more familiar to me than anything else. But yeah, I think we watched that. Like, gosh.
That would have been back when we were the first time watching through and we were like
Yeah.
pre-time skip or something, I
I
think.
think so. It was a really long time ago.
I could be wrong, but all I know is it was probably anywhere from 5 to 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
we'll probably start watching it and be like, oh, yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, then I will verbalize that, but we'll still go ahead and put it out because
Yep.
there's going to be too much in it that I don't remember to consider it not a true reaction. So
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be doing reactions to all 15 movies.
Yep.
And
including Film Red, which we've seen the most recently, but from what we've seen in all of our recent reactions, like we missed a lot of details in Film Red.
Yeah, all
apparently.
your comments have alerted us to the fact that we missed a lot. We weren't paying attention, I guess.
We watched it as moviegoers instead of scholars taking notes, you know? So we need to do that this time.
Yes. And then who knows if there's any information about the live action or the remake that come out, we'll do another react to that information like we did with the behind the scenes video that we did. And then just whatever else seems to pop up along the way to hopefully keep us delivering content through this drought.
Yep, it's going to be a bit of a drought. It's unfortunate that the live action and the One Piece aren't coming out right in this gap, but
right, that would be perfect.
you know,
if at least one of them was.
That'd make too much sense. So.
No, instead they're going to have this massive drought, and then everything's going to release all at once.
Yep.
Watch.
Yep, I'm going to have to edit till my fingers bleed.
Oh no.
Oh no. But we got PRBO 1 coming up.
Yes.
And we just got news that the manga reprints for English are real.
They are.
We don't know the
if
rates
we're gonna
yet.
have God packs or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be God packs or the initial rumor that there was one guaranteed manga per case. I'm kind of hoping it's that one because we got 5 cases of the stuff.
I still keep saying no, there's no way it would be that.
There's probably no way, but I can dream. I can dream.
Dreams never die.
Let me have my dreams until it's ripped away from me.
That's right.
But yeah, we got that coming up. And then, of course, we have OPO 9 in December.
We have a ton of that to do.
We're creeping up on 1,000 subs. Thank you very much. We've got 80 subs to go as of the time of this recording.
Push to 1,000.
Yep. And I've got a special video in store. It's already basically ready to go for the most part. I've got probably an hour of work to do on it, and then it's ready to roll. And as soon as we hit 1,000, that sucker is going to go live. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
And we've got some other stuff cooking that we're not going to tell you about yet, but it's once she's recovered, we'll be able to start tackling it. So
yeah, I had to go and have surgery and put a wrench in all the works.
How dare you?
I know.
Yeah, health, man. But I think we'll leave it there for now. So yeah, I'm Mike.
Still invisible, Tasha.
Yep, and we are Billion Beri. And if you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff for the YouTubes.
Subscribe.
Helps us get out there more, helps us find more Nakama and get those subscribers going. And if you like our reactions, you can find more of them right here. And you can see some of our most recent case openings over there.
Yeah.
And until next time, see you later.
Bye, guys.